Hello and welcome to the Adhit Profits Opportunity Webinar, July 8th, 2013. This is also going to be our recorded webinar for this opportunity. So if you're listening or watching this webinar live or watching our recorded webinar, definitely get back with the person who invited you here so that you can get involved with this exciting home-based business opportunity. Now, just to tell you a little bit about Adhit Profits, and then I'll get into how it works and some additional information, is that I want to introduce myself. Now, you can always see me right here on the About page. This tells you a little bit about Adhit Profits, as well as it shows a picture of myself and my son, Taylor. Adhit Profits started April 8, 2013, so today actually marks our 3-month mark of being online. So we're very young, we're very new, and we're very small. We're only 34,000 members large, and we're growing more and more every single day. Now, just to get into some information about Adhit Profits, you might have heard the 97% of the people who get involved in income opportunities fail. And if you do a Google search for 97% fail in network marketing, you'll find quite a lot of information about failure within online businesses and why that is, and why people who begin marketing generally do not find real success. Now, you'll also discover some of these videos have been quite well made, and one of the favorite videos I've been able to watch actually did a study that showed that 97% people fail in no matter what it is that you start, whether it be golf, whether it be mathematics, whatever it is that you're involved, whatever it is that you are pursuing, 97% fail, and it's mainly because of the lack of education, the lack of action, and then the lack of follow-through and giving up during times where things are difficult or hard. And so that's one of the things that, for myself as a leader within Income Opportunities Online, I have been online for over 3 years, as I've had other websites that are still online to this day. They've gone through struggles, but through them, I push through them, and I don't give up. And so that's the great thing about Adhit Profits, is you know that this is going to be something that's going to be online for years and years to come. It's not something that I'm going to, if there's any trial or any trouble or any kind of struggle, I'm going to handle it, and I'm going to push through it, and I'm going to be here, and I'm not going to ever go anywhere. Now, one of the things I also want to point out to you is that same kind of statistic, is that the richest 2% of this Earth's population owns half of the world's wealth. So they control the majority of the world's wealth. Now, one of the things that I want to really point out here is that these richest people really do their best at educating the rest of the world on how to do it. And the real problem that we find is that most of the people who are trying to become more wealthy or trying to make more money within income opportunities of any kind, they simply don't apply any of the teaching that they're given. Either they don't become educated, or they don't take that action, or they don't continue on through and be persistent through those struggles, because every person who is successful, every single person who is successful has had to push through some very tough challenges. And one of my favorite series on television when I was growing up was on VH1, which was basically showing how people got famous. And I mean, from our limited view, it just looks like people, they went and tried out for the record companies and got their record deal, and it was signed real quick. But most of these people, they went through lots of terrible, difficult challenges where their family disowned them or their friends, and they had to kind of push through all of the people who were telling them, no, you're not going to make it. It's not going to work. And that's something that's very important for you, especially as you're getting involved in any income opportunity, to remember is that you're going to have a lot of people telling you it's not going to work, it's not going to work, you're going to fail, might as well give up now. And so that's important to remember as you get involved with Adhit Profits, is that this opportunity, this advertising platform, is not going anywhere. So definitely apply yourself here and get on board for the long haul, because we're online for years and years to come. And I envision myself handing this down to my son when he gets old enough to take care of business. Now let me show you some really, really neat things about Adhit Profits. Adhit Profits is currently tracking greater traffic through Adhit Profits than the processors themselves. As you can see here, Solid Trust Pay down here. Here's Payza, the red line. And then here's Ego Pay, this blue line. So Adhit Profits is getting more traffic than these processors. Now imagine for just a minute if you're able to advertise on Ego Pay with a banner, or Solid Trust Pay, or Payza. What kind of results would you expect? What kind of advertising exposure would you receive? Just imagine that for just a minute and just take a look and see how Adhit Profits is exceeding these other websites in terms of traffic, so that as you're advertising on Adhit Profits, the services that we're offering are true and valuable. Let me show you another comparison here. Say you went to Facebook and you decided to choose set up an advertisement there for anyincomeopportunity.com. And you scroll down here, you set up all of your details, you country target, and you set up for income opportunities or home-based business. You're going to be suggested to bid anywhere between 43 cents to $2.93. And generally, if you're going to be bidding this low, you're never going to get any clicks. And you're going to be wanting to be more towards this $2.93 side. So just keep that in mind when looking at our services in comparing with other websites. So just to reiterate with you the kind of traffic we're getting, Adhits is tracking how much visitors we're getting today, every single day. The average daily unique visitors exceed 200,000 unique visitors. This most recent poll, which was just today, is tracking over 245,000 unique visitors to the Adhit Profits website. So you just take that into your mind for just a minute. Let that sink in and ask yourself, are you trying to get referrals to other income opportunities? Are you trying to grow your downline, your list? Are you trying to make more money on the internet through building something else online? Then Adhit Profits truly is the perfect place for you to gain the exposure that you need to build your income opportunities, to build your referral base, and to grow your list, which actually will grow the amount of money that you're making online. This is another advertising website. I love Godsafelist, and I'm just only showing this to you to show you that with Adhit Profits, we've got over 34,000 members, just 3 months old. This website's been on for years and years and years, and they have a total membership base of, it shows active Safelist members, 38,264. So people are using websites like this and like Adhit Profits to grow their income opportunities, to build their businesses, to get leads, to get traffic, and to grow their downlines. So that's something that's very important for each and every single one of our members who are getting involved with Adhit Profits to fully recognize that in addition to being able to make money from Adhit Profits, it's really geared to be an advertising platform that can turn building your business into a more profitable experience. Now, just how profitable? Let's take a look here. I was just actually on this website here, bankrate.com, earlier today, and you can look at all of these different rates when it comes to mortgages and so on. But if I decided to take out a CD, a 5-year CD will give me a yield of 1.25%. Last week it was 1.24% for 5 years. Now, I'll come back to that number here in just a minute, but I want you to really understand that Adhit Profits is not an investment opportunity. It is not giving you interest. It is not at all, and I'll say that again and again and again, not at all an investment opportunity. We are a revenue share, and we sell valuable and actual advertising services to help you build your business online. Okay? So just keep that in mind. So with Adhit Profits, how does Adhit Profits work? As you are looking to build your business, you're going to be purchasing a $45 directory listing, which is a top directory listing. So on our directory page, you're going to appear right here on top. As other members join Adhit Profits, they're going to be pushing your directory listing down. And so inside of the members area, what you can do is bump your listing back up to the top for another $45. And when you do that, it replaces your directory listing back on the top of the directory page and gives you an additional 1,000 visitors to your website. So how exactly does that work? Here at Adhit Profits, you're going to need to click 10 ads every day to qualify for your share in our site revenues for the day for 24 hours. So each 24-hour interval, you're going to need to click 10 more ads to qualify for your share in revenue. So as you're needing to click 10 ads and everyone else is clicking 10 ads, that in turn brings thousands of targeted visitors to your website who are targeted for income opportunities and who have been proven to buy because they have had to pay at least $45. So when you have that combination of targeted visitors and proven buyer visitors, this is gold. This turns into a premier advertising platform for you to build your business. Now, what other advertising services do we offer? We offer all of these banner advertising services. Now, one of the great things about Adhit Profits is as you're placing banners on our website, as I was showing you here with Facebook, is that you're going to be paying on Facebook 43 cents up to $2.93 is just their suggested bid. On Adhit Profits, you're only going to be paying 25 cents per click. So that's huge cost savings for you. Now, another example is if you're on another website and you're paying $55 for your banner advertisement for a day, and you're only getting 30 clicks on your ad, you divide that by those 30 clicks, and you're actually paying $1.83 per click. So again, with Adhit Profits, this is massive savings, massive exposure, and because it is targeted advertising, yet again, because all of the visitors that are coming to Adhit Profits are seeking to make money from home. They're seeking to make money online. So I mean, this is highly targeted advertising service for what it is that you're trying to promote. Now, just to give you an example, some people have said, why don't you offer other targeting? Now, I've used other advertising websites, such as these safe lists and traffic exchanges, to promote other things, such as when I first came online back in 2008, I was promoting a magic affiliate link. It was an affiliate offer for people to sign up, and I would get 50% of sales for people who are seeking to learn magic tricks. Now, advertising on a safe list, I wasn't getting any sales. Reason being, nobody really was looking to make or learn magic tricks on these income opportunity websites. They really weren't. They were looking to make money from home. They were looking to leave their day job, or they were looking to supplement their income, looking just to make a few extra dollars a month so they can pay off their debts, those types of things. They weren't looking to learn magic. But when I took that magic referral link and went to a magic forum, that's when I was able to make my money from the magic affiliate offer. So if you've got some other kind of website, any other kind of affiliate offer, maybe there's another business that you're trying to promote and it's not in line with income opportunities, you can certainly test it here, but it's probably not going to do as well as if you're trying to grow your downline, get some referrals, or anything when it comes to like any kind of income opportunity or any kind of marketing website. Say you're trying to get some referrals to your safe list, so it'll give you more credits, or you're trying to get more credits to your traffic exchanges. Adhit Profits can help. As you're advertising with Adhit Profits, there's a really good chance that those who are signing up from your referral link through clicking on those pay-per-click banners, you're going to have a higher percentage of sign-ups than you would advertising through another traffic exchange to get referrals to another traffic exchange. So just keep that in mind, that Adhit Profits truly is geared and targeted for income opportunities, although you can certainly test out other types of businesses. And if you're not seeing those types of results, you can always edit your campaign and switch that up and get some better results that way. So let's get back to how this works. As I said before, we are sharing all of our revenues with you as you click these 10 ads. Now, where are these revenues coming from? So they are coming from people who are purchasing these directory listings and getting their website traffic. It's coming from the people who are purchasing forum advertising. And just to show you here in our forum, anyone who's visiting this area is able to see your referral link and whatever opportunity it is that you're promoting. So this is high exposure, especially as people are searching on Google. I mean, you saw how much traffic that we are getting to our website. Like I said, we're beating these payment processors. So if we have that much traffic coming to our website, then your referral link will likely have a very good search engine ranking as well, as it looks like our site is one that has authority. So if you're writing an article within our forum and it has your referral link, then this is prime advertising, really, for you to be able to stand out not only within our own community and have your referral link as being the one that people click, but also as people are searching that opportunity in general, then there's a high chance that you're going to be seeing some good Google traffic to your referral link as well. So that's the forum advertising, and each of these purchases are being shared and split up with you and everyone else. And then also we have account conveniences, such as vacation mode. Now there's a lot of people who get involved with Adhit Profits who love the advertising services. They love to share in our revenues, but they really don't like clicking on ads to qualify for sharing in our revenues. So to benefit them, and if you're among them, then this would benefit you as well, is you can simply pay versus clicking to qualify for your shares. And so that's $25 a week. And so as you have a number of shares, then this can become very cost effective for you and help you make money without having to click on ads. Now there's also a number of people who want to have the system repurchase the shares for them without having to log into their account each day to do it. So you can set any number of earnings that you have on your account and have the system actually make that repurchase for you. And there is a $1 convenience fee on each share that the system repurchases for you, and those repurchases occur a quarter after the hour or a quarter until the hour. The system scans through all of the accounts and sees, okay, they have that amount set. They set it up to, say, $100 and to purchase 2 shares. That account reached $100, now I'm purchasing 2 shares. So you don't have to do anything. The system will do that for you, and will split and share that $1 convenience fee with you and everyone else. Now the great thing about Easy Bonds, as you're seeing here where revenues are coming from, is Easy Bonds is a really great processor that's actually becoming more popular among our members than Payza. I've actually been very surprised to see much more purchases coming in through Easy Bonds than Payza currently. I am actually really surprised, but actually not too surprised, because Easy Bonds really is making it much more easy for people to get money to their banks. It's a lot faster. A lot of members are saying it's much faster than Solid Trust Pay or Payza. And there's some members that say still Payza's beating them by about a day, but there's a lot less fees. For example, with Payza, when you receive money to your account, there's a 3.9% transaction fee plus an additional 59 cents. So if you're looking at the kind of transaction fees with Payza versus Easy Bonds is just a low $2 flat fee. So you're paying less in fees, and when you're transferring money from your account within Easy Bonds to your bank, it's just $1.25 or $1.50. So I mean that saves a lot of people money, especially since the way that they send it, banks aren't charging international bank wire fees like some of these banks are charging when sending to your bank from Solid Trust Pay or Payza. The fees are just $1.50, and your bank is charging nothing because of the way that they're sending it is like a direct deposit from your employer. So there's no fee being added. So I mean there's some really great benefits there, and additionally to that, as members are making purchases or withdrawals using Easy Bonds, of that $2 transaction fee, Easy Bonds is sharing 25 cents with Adhit Profits. So that 25 cents goes directly into the revenue share pool to be shared with you and everyone else. So as we have multiple streams of revenue going out through one outlet, this is definitely set up to benefit you for years and years to come. And again, just to kind of reiterate, the services that we're offering are of high value. What I wanted to pull up real quickly is our Facebook group, because this is something that I believe is very important. As people are talking about their results, and I'm just going to pull up something in random. These people are talking about getting more signups and leads, more sales. Let's see. Somebody is talking about how many paid members. Okay, thank you, David. Let's take a look here. Oh, I was just looking on here earlier today and just seeing that a lot of people were talking about not only that they're making money with Adhit Profits, but also that they started a pay-per-click campaign and already had one subscriber through their sales funnel. And that was less than an hour ago. This member, Paul Waters, is posting that on there as a testimonial. There's just a lot of these types of testimonials about the pay-per-click advertising service, and I don't have really time to really go through all of these different posts, but I mean there's been a number of members lately that have been trying out the advertising services, and they're seeing real results with the pay-per-click advertising, especially as they've been involved with internet marketing for years and years, and they've tested out other advertising services. They're saying Adhit Profits is the best they've used, bar none. So if you are an internet marketer, chances are you're using several other advertising services, and absolutely keep using them all. But what I'm suggesting for you is, because of the high value services that are available here on Adhit Profits, that you also make Adhit Profits as one of your advertising resources because of the results that you're going to be experiencing. And I would love to see your comparison chart on how we compare. Now at this time, what I want to do is spend about the next 9 minutes answering questions of people that are here on this webinar about Adhit Profits, because I definitely want to make sure that everyone has all of their answers, any questions or concerns answered. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull up those questions here. All right, so the first question is, July 1st, bought 10 shares, paid by Solid Trust Pay, transaction failure, don't have money on Solid Trust Pay. Well, Z-Big, I don't really know if you've submitted a support ticket about anything. Our support tickets right now have been handled very quickly, so please make sure to go to this contact page and submit a support ticket. That way your problem can be addressed specifically and not on a webinar, because your personal identifiable information is something that you probably don't want all of everyone to know on the webinar. All right, so the next question is, although Adhit Profits is not an investment, can I treat it as a long-term business plan as well as advertising my other businesses online? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, even though it's not an investment site, it is definitely a place that you can go to make money. I mean, absolutely. And definitely helps you grow anything that you're involved. The next question is, great program, but since the pay-per-click was introduced, the earnings have dropped. People liked paying $12 for 24 hours to advertise and do not like pay-per-click. Let me show you something. This has been a common misunderstanding, and I feel that it's very important to show this. I'm just going to pull up the statistics here for you. Here's been the earnings graph. Now I want you to take a look that about here is when we started to have a lot of rumors in the forums saying that Adhit Profits is going to die and that we're a Ponzi and everything else. And so there's a lot of fear and misunderstandings, and so because of that fear, we started to see this drop. Now, it was about here, actually, that we introduced pay-per-click advertising. So as you're saying pay-per-click is actually responsible for this drop, it's actually not. Pay-per-click was actually introduced about right here. Now, the 1st of July was the very first weekday that pay-per-click advertising was introduced. Now, taking a look here, we're actually seeing increase now to members' earnings because of pay-per-click advertising. Pay-per-click advertising is truly adding to the revenues that we have to share. And we're actually seeing that a lot of these people that have been here, they were making these purchases and repurchases of positions and services, but most of those types of purchases and repurchases have slowed down while the advertising services have been increasing. So it actually is something that we're seeing an increase in purchasing the advertising services, especially as we've been having more and more education, more and more people trying and testing the advertising services, and more people saying, oh my gosh, this really is good. There was one member that was saying that they were hesitant about using the advertising services, but then once when they did, they started to set up more and more campaigns because they were seeing the great results. I mean, isn't that really what you as an advertiser or you as an income seeker online are really looking for, is making more money online? And just kind of going back to why most people fail, it really goes back to the people that are online who are not advertising, not branding themselves, and not making this a major focus. So as people are now seeing, wow, if I advertise, I make more money. Wow, I mean, this is kind of a new concept for about 97% of the industry. It's actually kind of an interesting concept. I mean, especially if you're in the income opportunity niche or internet marketing niche, how many marketers don't even market? And how many marketers don't even use advertising services? And how many people who have been involved in Adhit Profits haven't even been using the services that they've actually been paying for? It's really, truly quite remarkable why so many people fail, and why I have been trying to do my best to educate this 97%. But kind of like what I said earlier, there's so many of these people who fail who simply ignore the people who are successful. And it just kind of boggles my mind why so many people ignore how effective advertising is to growing your income within any income opportunity. It just makes sense. If you're involved with an income opportunity, that you would take advantage of advertising services. And if you're seeing that advertising services are available on Adhit Profits, and you're seeing the kind of traffic and the number of people that are coming through Adhit Profits, it just makes sense to use our services. And as everyone involved with Adhit Profits uses our services, you're actually going to see quite an increase in income. Somebody asked the question, will it last long? Adhit Profits, the way that we are set up, is completely self-sustained upon real revenues. So the amount that you're earning truly only comes from real revenues. So that's why it's important for us all who get involved with Adhit Profits to really focus on the advertising services and the benefits that each of our referrals can get out of the services, because it's through the selling of these services that we're actually going to be able to share more and more revenues. The next question is, Charles, great program. I guess that's just more of a comment than anything. So thank you for that feedback. The next question is, Charles, we'll have to change the site where it says it pays its members every 30 minutes. I've not been paid every 30 minutes. It's more like every 33 hours or 6 hours. Let me show you just something real quick from our forum. And this is a real great place to go. Oh, I went to the wrong page. Common problems and solutions. When you go here, it talks about that exact concern, and this has been posted long, long ago, because we've had people say that ever since the very beginning, is that they say, I didn't earn anything in the last 30 minutes. And the answer really is, in most cases, you did, but the number of people sharing and the amount of sales didn't add up to much in your balance within that 30 minutes. Because whatever those sales were in that last 30 minutes, they're grouped together, and then they're shared and dispersed with everybody. So make sure that you've been credited for viewing ads within the last 24 hours, and then make sure that your shares haven't expired, or in other words, reached their maximum of the $56.25. And as long as these things are true, then just keep an eye on your balance. Your balance increase might have been something like a penny or something like that, you know, or maybe some fraction of a penny within that 30 minutes. But whatever those revenues were, it was shared and dispersed with you every 30 minutes. It's set up that way within the system. Charles, what is your view on sites that offer free advertising? Love them. Robert, definitely. I use them myself. I have found through my years of experience online that I get better results out of paid advertising than the free advertising. But definitely, I mean, as I've used free advertising myself, like credit-based safe lists and credit-based traffic exchanges, I have found results, but I have to surf hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours a day and make it a full-time experience surfing and getting maybe 5 to 10 leads a month and maybe only getting just 2 or 3 paid referrals in a month for all of the hours and hours and hours of work. And that's where paying for credits or paying for advertising helps save you a lot of time and effort and just kind of lets the system do your advertising for you. So definitely use the free advertising resources and track the difference with the paid advertising. And I think that you'll find, just like what I did, Robert, that your results will be greatly enhanced as you spend money on advertising. And then what your goal is going to be is to make advertising a profitable experience. In other words, make more than what you spend on advertising. And that's really the great thing about Adhit Profits, is as you're paying $45 for your directory listing, as you simply click 10 ads a day, you'll continue to receive a portion of revenues back until you're actually not only breaking even, but you've entered into profit. And so a lot of people have been saying, wow, I'm actually getting paid for the leads that I'm getting that are helping me grow my income through another opportunity. So incredible. Can we make revenue faster like before? Gigi, really what's been going on is that there was basically a fear campaign throughout a lot of the forums out there. And I've talked about this before, but I want to just kind of talk about this just briefly here with you, is that you might remember how there was a lot of rumors being spread around about Solid Trust Pay being shut down. Now someone, and a number of people actually, were out in the forums kind of presenting themselves as someone who knows something more than everyone else. And they created a lot of fear and doubt about Solid Trust Pay. And I mean, I even was contacted by a lot of people warning me about Solid Trust Pay and kind of encouraging me to get all of the money out of Solid Trust Pay so that I wouldn't lose money with Solid Trust Pay. Now my point here is Solid Trust Pay is fine. They're not going anywhere. And time has passed and those rumors have been proven just to be that, rumors. But during that campaign, everybody was withdrawing their money from Solid Trust Pay. And if you remember, also in the forums, a number of people were saying, oh wow, it is taking a lot longer to get my withdrawal from Solid Trust Pay than before. And so that kind of set even more people on red alert, more people trying to make their withdrawal, and because of that, it increased to the delays that people were experiencing with their withdrawals. Now, of course, again, all of that time has passed. People have now received their money and have gone back to their forums and groups and saying, wow, I have actually been paid. Well, what's basically going on right now out in the forums and the groups and everything is people are stirring up fear, uncertainty, and doubt about Adhit Profits. They're accusing us of being a Ponzi. But the fact of the matter is we're not a Ponzi. And so people have been creating this fear, uncertainty, and doubt with rumors about Adhit Profits, very similar to what people were doing with Solid Trust Pay. So the truth of the matter is we're not going anywhere. People have been testing their withdrawals. They've been getting them instantly to their Solid Trust Pay accounts, to their Payza accounts, and also they're getting paid very fast through Easy Bonds. So as people continue to receive those payments and they're seeing the earnings, they're testing out the ad services, they're seeing results, it's just a matter of time for people to change their perception and say, wow, Adhit Profits really isn't going anywhere. I'm getting paid fast. I'm seeing results, my advertising services. So I believe that through time, just as you were seeing through this tracking here, is that although it's not up here, we are starting to see small steps going upwards. And so I believe it is truly just a matter of time for us to get back to what we were experiencing before. But it's really because of the fear and the uncertainty and the doubt that people were creating out there. So I'm really sorry that these people out in the forums and groups have been believed by so many of our members and that has caused such a drop in our earnings. But it hasn't stopped our business, and it definitely hasn't detracted from the quality of our services, and it certainly hasn't stopped anything, really. It's only just slowed down the earnings from the revenue share because of the fear and the doubt. But we're still on track to being online for years and years to come because of the quality and the repurchases of services. The next question is, why can't we offer purchasing ads both ways, the old way and pay-per-click? Give advertisers a choice. Sally, the main reason why is it's very similar to Google. If Google was to offer a day of advertising on Google because of the number of visitors going to their website, that ad would be like $1 billion because of how many people go to Google in a day. Because of how many people are going to Adhit Profits, it's not like how it was at the beginning. We're not able to offer such low pricing on a day or a week and a month. So to keep advertising expenses low for the advertisers, it was switched over to a pay-per-click model. Because what that does is it does increase the revenues, but it keeps the advertising expense low for advertisers. The next question is, I will be unable to log in for 10 days. How do I keep my funds working for me? Paul, if you want to keep your funds working for you, certainly buy the vacation package or the repurchase feature. That'll help keep things working for you. If you're seeing that's not going to be profitable for you to do that, then certainly just leave your account. We're not going anywhere. In 10 days, simply just start clicking again, and you'll begin to continue to receive your share in revenues. There's not really any loss there because each share that you purchase will continue to receive a share in revenues up until $56.25 regardless. So however long that takes, it doesn't really matter. You're going to get there. Does the increase of members to 30,000 have something to do with the decrease of revenues? Tom, not at all. In fact, I was showing one of our leaders that had that same concern, the actual revenues that we were getting from one day versus another, and how there was a very large, significant drop. So although there are a lot of people out there with speculations and some theories of what's causing this, it has nothing to do with the number of shares that are in the system. It has everything to do with the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that people are having as they have decided to stop their purchases with Adhit Profits. But there's still a large percentage of people who still are purchasing, and that's why people are saying, even today, as you're seeing on our Facebook group about Adhit Profits today, is, wow, the earnings are good, you know, welcome back, and spike, and 0.7% after 7.5 hours. I mean, this is something that people are saying, wow, we're seeing some really great things with Adhit Profits. So I would definitely recommend not worrying so much about as far as what you earn. It's going to work. It's all going to work out through the wash. Just like Solid Trust Pay, they made it through their attack, and I know that Adhit Profits, we're still getting a high amount of traffic. I mean, as I was showing you with Alexa traffic, I mean, since July 1st, we're so much getting a lot of traffic. Even yesterday, our Alexa average was less than 1,000. And if you're familiar with Adhit or Alexa traffic rankings, that's huge amount of traffic, huge. So I mean, we're definitely online for years and years. We're not going anywhere. Someone's saying they have full confidence in our leadership, and they're not going anywhere either. So thank you. I mean, I've been talking with a lot of the top leaders that we've had within Adhit Profits. They're seeing this as a temporary setback. They recognize that Adhit Profits is a very small opportunity right now, large growth potential, especially as you look at the number of countries that we have involved. And many of our countries only have one member yet just signed up. So huge potential of growth, huge referral potential when it comes to commissions that you could be making. So definitely get out there and grow this, add to the value of your advertising, grow your income opportunities with Adhit Profits. We're online for years to come. It looks like I have gotten to the end of the questions. We've gone over by about 9 minutes longer than what we were expecting with this webinar, but definitely want to thank you very, very much for your time in being here with Adhit Profits. Again, if you've been invited to this recorded webinar or to the webinar that you're seeing live, definitely get back with the person that you've been invited to see this and get involved as soon as you can and start making more money within any income opportunity that you're involved online. And thanks again for being at Hit Profits. Enjoy the rest of your day.